Hi everybody, so happy to have you back. We're here at Speedway Motors in the shop. My name's Tim, I'm one of the techs here, and I'm so glad that you could stop by and we can talk about some more of the great products that we have available to you. Something that'll hopefully help you out on your hot rod. If you're looking over my shoulder, you obviously recognize I brought some 32 Ford grill shells and inserts. And boy, I'm kind of excited to talk about these. Number one, I get a lot of questions about them. Number two, it's nice to have some different options. If you've been looking around for an original shell or an original insert or both, you've been scouring the swap meets, you know how hard these things are to find. Folks that have them don't usually like parting with them, and if they do, the prices are pretty significant to get one of these days in original form. So the next best thing would be a steel reproduction, and I brought some steel reproduction grill shells with me today, and I also brought some inserts. We also offer some fiberglass versions, but I wanted to concentrate on the steel stuff today. I brought some Speedway grill shells, and I brought both the original style and the Radiator style. I brought a Brookville with me, and I also brought the one off my hot rod. This is right off my Model A in my garage that I've been working so hard on the last year and a half, and my car is all blown apart right now, so that's what made me think of this. I thought, gosh, I'm going to bring that in and talk to guys about the good luck that I've had with the Speedway grill shell. What I really like about it is I was able to find an original 32 Ford Henry original insert. I was so excited. It came from a friend's estate sale, and it meant a lot to me to get a piece that belonged to him. But I thought for sure I'd have to find an original shell to make this thing fit. I knew Henry himself had trouble getting shells and inserts to fit correctly, and I thought I was going to be in trouble because I didn't have an original shell. So I eventually broke down and I bought one of these steel Speedway versions, and it just blew me away how well my insert squeezed into this thing. It pressed in just the way you want it to, and it has a nice form all the way around. It doesn't have any big gaps that guys are so worried about when it comes to reproduction parts. So I will speak from experience that the Speedway steel unit fit my insert perfectly, and I think that says a lot as far as the quality of these things. As far as the Speedway shells go, we've got them in two variations. We've got the original. This has all the holes. It's got the crank hole and it's got the radiator cap hole. And then we also have the hot rod version, which is how you might have done it back in the 50s or 60s, where you filled all this in to give it a nice smooth look. So you can do it either way. You know, as far as inserts go, if you don't have an original, you know, we have a brand new stainless steel reproduction insert that's just gorgeous too. You can get them with the crank hole or without. So depending upon what you need or what look you're after, you know, that's something to consider. The question is Tim, how do your new parts fit together? And I've had really good luck with these too. I can kind of slide this one in here. Obviously you can see when you buy these inserts, they come with all the hardware, which is awful nice. And I'll just kind of set this in here, and it goes in just like you'd want it to. It doesn't just fall in. You got to kind of give it a little bit of pressure, but then once it snaps in place, boy, the gaps are really nice, just like you'd want them to be. So I speak very highly of both parts, and I wouldn't have a problem selling them to my friends, that's for sure. We also have the Brookville unit behind me. I'll talk a little bit about that. This is a complete unit, so when you buy it, you get the insert and you get a Brookville steel shell with it. It's actually a hot rod style, so it's all filled in. I don't currently have the option for that in the original style, but if you're really after an insert and a grill shell that's been fit by a master over at Brookville, then boy, you can pick that one up from us too. We've got it in our catalog and on our website. So again, I speak very highly. As far as radiators go, as long as you have a 32 Ford radiator, you should be in good shape, whether it be a Walker or a Griffin or one of our Speedway units. I'm actually using one of our Speedway low-cost aluminum radiators in my hot rod just to save a little money, and I couldn't believe how well it fit the grill shell itself. The cap was right in the right spot. I couldn't believe it. It screwed right in, nice and tight. No worries there. So again, great parts, great products. If you have questions on these, give me a call. You can ask me questions right here on Facebook or YouTube as well, or give our techs a call. We're always happy to help you out. Check out our website, speedwaymotors.com. Stop back again. I always love it when we can talk about this stuff that's near and dear to my heart, which is old school hot rods, and nothing's more hot rod than a 32 Ford grill shell. We'll see you next time, folks. Thanks again for stopping by the shop.